upbringing really have been? How much less hurt and shame and guilt would you have felt because it actually wasn't you at all, right?
It's the horrible conclusions you arrive at, and the conclusions you arrive at are often seen as both unchangeable, and therefore, in my situation back then, the conclusion was, well, this relationship's never going to work, because the false conclusion we had arrived at was not something we could change. Whereas when I hear about all of these different things we've talked about today, I go, oh my God, there's so many other conclusions I could have arrived at, or my friends could have arrived at, that would have been fixable, and therefore the relationship, which was a perfectly great relationship with the person, was therefore savable. One of them is the thing we just talked about, which is this idea that men and women have different types of arousal, spontaneous and responsive. And I was looking at some of the data on the variance, which I think is very important for people to know. And it says that men are highly spontaneous in their arousal, which kind of means, from my interpretation, and please correct me if I'm wrong, that as a man, I can literally think about something and get aroused. And it's not to say that women can't, but the data suggests that men are more that way inclined. The data here says that their spontaneous rate in a man is about 70%, whereas in women it's about 10 to 15%. It says the responsive rate, which I guess is like, I get aroused once the ship starts moving, once we start foreplay, once contact starts, is 10 to 15% in men, and in women, in this particular report, is 40 to 50%. So that would